It's all about semi-final number 1, the under 68s, and who's going to be number 1. Well, best seats in the house here. And you can sit back and relax and enjoy the action. Apart from these two men here, if you're totally new to the sport, well, it's 3 times 2-minute rounds. And the object, well, if you're wearing blue, is kicked red, and vice versa. Our centre referee, sharp-eyed and ready. And both men likewise underway here. It's a customary testing out process. Front leg from Dae-hoon, just giving AHMADI Soroush something to think about. And there's a nice little fake as well from the Korean. You mentioned on the way into this one, Damon, he's got it all, but also underestimated is how strong he is.
Yeah, I mean, I watched his last fight with another Iranian opponent, and he's strong. And when you're seeing it close up, he's powerful, great variation, and as you see now, he's always pressing and he's always pressuring. Great headshot from Iran there, great headshot, very strong.
Perfect headshot, perfect timing. Dae-hoon caught in the headlights but catches him under the guard there. Brings it back to a 1-point fame in favour of the Korean. As you say, standing tall in terms of the rankings. Good headshot again from the Iranian, whistling past. The signal of intent for AHMADI. And of course, when you mentioned that win for Dae-hoon against Mirashim Hosseini, what a match it was, and you would dare say that the Iranians have obviously shared what to do from that match.
Yeah, that match was, in my opinion, one of the best Taekwondo fights I've seen. It had everything. Dae-hoon obviously scoring again with the back leg in the clinch. But yeah, the previous match was just unreal. It had everything. It had drama. It eventually finished with Gamjun disqualification, but great fight.
And you were living at large with the president as well, no less.
Yeah, stepping up in the world now, retired, mixing with all the head honcho. So yeah, stepping up.
And stepping up into that clinch there was AHMADI. Tried to get one on the inside. Dae-hoon blocking nicely as we move towards the last 20 seconds of an opening first round. The Korean coach certainly the happier of the two. And AHMADI just stands, tries to block, looks to run the clock down a little bit here. Swing and a miss on a couple of occasions. And as the clock ticks down, both men decide. One punch from Dae-hoon, scores it there. Step in with the left hand, and he steps out with a 4-point lead. As first rounds go, Damon, a good start for Dae-hoon.
Yeah, I mean, the Iranian athlete he's staying quite static. His weight's on his back foot, so he's predominantly going to be reacting with his lead leg. So he's not really set to do many other techniques, the odd back leg, but he's static and he's trying to hold his ground and he's strong. Dae-hoon's forcing the pressure and he's just trying to work the short distance, but that was a cracking, a great kick and very strong, but I think Dae-hoon needs to get past his front leg and then expose him in the short distance.
As you say, the short distance is the work needed from the Korean, but this one looks as if it will go the distance as our centre referee looks on anxiously in this one. Precious little for him to do so far. The man from Russia hasn't given out any gamjons as yet. And of course, they are penalty points in Taekwondo. 10 of those, it will be a disqualification, but it's been a clean and fair contest so far, with Dae-hoon having the measure of the man from Iran, and he doesn't even seem to sweat, David.
I was going to say the same thing. He's a robot. I don't believe he's a human. He just comes, he smiles, angelic face, and then turns out to be an absolute killer on the mats. But yeah, he's a pleasure to watch.
No question. As you say, a pleasure to watch. Not so much for AHMADI, who takes another one to the face there. The lead extending to 7.
Ooh. You see now, because Iran's down, he's changed his style. He's trying to force the fight, more aggressive rather than passive. But Dae-hoon's got great cover. But Iran's got a dangerous headshot, so we shall see how it plays out.
Системата отчита мощта на тези попадения и разбира се точността на база.
Korean coach just saying, don't worry, he's not got a left leg, just go straight. So the Iranian tries to do the same, goes with a spin on the inside. And the gap extending in favour of Dae-hoon. A minute and some change left in the second. Good shots on the inside again from the Korean.
What's happened is the Iranian athlete started his right foot forward, now he's changing to left. And as he's left foot forward in open stance, Dae-hoon, one of his best techniques is his back leg turning kick. So for me, it's possibly a little mistake, and we'll see. But he's favoured. The Iranian athlete's right leg is his favourite, but he's chopping and changing.
As you say, chopping and changing, but no change at the moment for AHMADI. Started with 3 points at this second round, switches stance, picks one up in the body, but leaves the head. ahead.
Yeah, the Iranian athlete did really well then. AHMADI, he did a short front leg turn and kick reaction, but Dae-hoon pounced straight on and responded with a three-point head kick, which kind of took away what his points because he conceded 3 straight after.
Exactly, gives away 1 to get 2. But he's got an opportunity now to get back to his coach and try and live to fight another day, because Dae-hoon, well, he's got him in his sights at the moment. A little bit of a low kick there.
Yep. Yeah, low kick from Dae-hoon, which is a gamjun, it's a penalty, so 1 point to the other opponent. He just, again, shoots with the back leg turning kick. So in my opinion, the Iranian athlete started the fight right foot forward to try and clash and spoil him. Dae-hoon's got up on points, and now he's struggling to have options and ideas.
Yeah, as you say, running out of options, running out of time, runs in with a nice headshot to finish though. Dae-hoon guilty of looking at the clock there, and he got clocked right in the gub. So he's going to go back to his coach a little bit worldly weary. That's 2 headshots he's conceded. Just even the best can have a momentary lapse in concentration.
Yeah, I think AHMADI's got a very dangerous front leg, and he's deceptive with it. He's quite passive, and he really explodes, and he covers a lot of distance with that, which he's caught him twice now. Like you said, there was 1 second left in the clock, and possibly a bit complacent, but it was good to double it up there. And he looks really strong, so when he's connecting, I'm sure he'll feel them headshots.
And speaking of feel them headshots, I know you've handed out plenty as we see Dae-hoon knock one out that you would hit on a pad, but you need to be in good shape to take this, because if you're surprised with this, if you're not in shape, you're out.
Yeah, definitely. I think both them headshots were clean. And in Taekwondo, because everyone's so good and they're so good at evading and the standard's so high, they're good at riding the headshots. But I guarantee if someone wasn't as experienced, then you're probably going to be on the floor, and it would not be fun to be hit by it, to be honest.
No question about it. Fun times though for Dae-hoon. He's got an 8-point gap. Can AHMADI Soroush pull himself back into this one? Couple of minutes to go here. Of course, third and final, or potentially final round. Dae-hoon hunting and coming forward, being aggressive. There's that head kick again, Damon.
Yeah, he's good try from Dae-hoon then. Yeah, Ran's good at he follows, so Dae-hoon's forcing the short distance with the clinch, and then as he comes out the clinch, the Iranian athlete's ready to follow him. So yeah, really good round so far.
Yep, no question about it. Good round, as Dae-hoon rounds it out with another couple of body shots, and just when AHMADI might have thought he was getting back into it.
Dae-hoon, that you can see he's just relentless with the pressure in the back legs. The Iranian athlete's going left foot forward to change it up a bit, to use his back leg to explode, but it makes him open for Dae-hoon's favourite technique, which is basic Taekwondo turning kicks.
As you say, basics paying the bills at the moment. Twisting kick in the inside there. The headshot this time blocked from the Korean. Can he block out for the last minute in this third round? The business end now for the Iranian. He's put up a decent fight, but you would think, well, 20 points soon becomes 22, as this one ebbs and flows towards a conclusion. And Dae-hoon showing the fitness and strength.
The special thing with Dae-hoon is he's winning by 20 points. It could be 25 points, 30 points. He doesn't go passive. He doesn't invite pressure and see the fight out. He continues to look. You can see scoring, just forcing it and keeping the pressure on his opponent. Because in Taekwondo, if you let your opponent in for a second, you can concede up to 8 to 10 points in an exchange.
As you say that, the massive points can be thrown around in the exchange. But exchanging blows in the centre both meant AHMADI, well, his race is run, no question about it. It's going to be a very credit-worthy bronze for the man from Iran, and he's a big headshot, perhaps a knockout, but the knocking stage is now into the last 10 seconds or so, and Dae-hoon will had a life and death battle against Mirashim Hosseini in the quarter-final. This one has been much more straightforward against the man from Iran. Finishes with a decent back leg there, does AHMADI, but it's going to be Dae-hoon. Steps out with a back kick, perfect timing. Might not have scored on the board. Will eat the gamjon, but will happily step into the final. AHMADI knows his race is run. Little nod to see to Dae-hoon, well done. And into the final, the Korean goes back on form, Damon.
Yeah, he's looking great today, honestly. He's looking amazing. The thing is, it's a big scoreline. If you read the score, you'd think the Iranian athlete, AHMADI, was maybe outclassed, which he was, but he still showed really good strength, a couple of amazing head kicks, but when you're up against someone of that standard, it's a tough ask, to be honest, and he's a world silver medalist, and that is no easy feat.
Well, you know yourself, you get world silver medal to get to that upper echelon, but when Dae-hoon's on form like that, that's probably the best we've seen him, because he did take a couple. He took one against Bradley, he took a defeat against also Christian McNeish as well. He's been struggling to find form, but today, in that match that we both watched against Hosseini, he's got the bit between his teeth that looks like he's really up for it.
Yeah, I think the last Grand Prix to this Grand Prix, it seems like he's